Well, damn, I guess I'll just play my game. Yeah, Mustang lost to fucking W. W was weirdly tough, but I mean, it opened up at the end.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home at the Northwestern Wildcats.
Yeah.
As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So Oregon's offense will take the field first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate.
Yep.
Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
On the run, deep down the right side.
Oh, no.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason.
Brings into the open. He's at the tip, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
I mean, if they come back, I'll play,
so
but I'll just shoot off.
After the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
So Northwestern's offense has the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's in open space downfield.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Yeah, Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Moore to the air. He's got him. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Kind of wish I picked up B again, but kind of tired of playing with them over and over again.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the lone running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2.
God, Indiana's just fucking.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wagner. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move
playing your game.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Moore will throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch in stride inside the 15. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense.
Holding.
He's looking to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. Makes the catch on the left. Turning on the jet.
Oregon is so fucking fast in this game.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown,
Oregon.
Oregon. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Back to throw, it's Stone. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Catch in the middle, it's Wagner.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
What's Nick been up to?
Third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down for the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Catch is made at the 15. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
I need to get these recruits
That's the
in
end of
a
the
bit.
period, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick
Stealing a
look at
bunch
our
from
game
me.
stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 1st down here as they go back to work.
Damn you.
Leaves it with the back. Just making
About an hour
getting
late.
it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks
They
come
fell
on with a
asleep
new
and
set of downs.
left.
On the move, it's Whittington. Brought down.
You might hear Mustang here shortly.
Powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to run, it's Whittington. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I can't get out of this
I
game
don't know
quick enough.
defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
Looking to throw it, Stone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. It's Wagner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. And the catch
touchdown.
in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Power football with the run. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Benson. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The sure hands, it's Benson. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on first down from the 43.
Record that I got it not great.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out.
Oh, damn.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Whittington. Snowed under by the defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Fires to the right. Got his man. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Moore will throw. They're working that left side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And we are officially
All right, I'm out.
mode. This
I'll be on tomorrow if anyone's
down
hooping.
the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at half. Guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wagner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wagner. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. It's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coming out with it, it's Benson. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Moore to the air. He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that
Gets away from one, finds room. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 82 on the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Using his legs, it's Whittington. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Running to Green. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. It's Stewart.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for room. It's Whittington. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stone. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Plows another broken tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Drag down. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I understand being aggressive. I get it. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand, 4th quarter, I got the lead. I've already messed it up once. I might want to try to think about what this guy can really do well and think about maybe milking some of that clock.
It's complete. They get it out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Gets it out quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Covey. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Northwestern!
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great. Doesn't get to the football to make a play.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.